Picture this. A scrappy kid with worn-out shoes standing alone on a cracked, dusty track, surrounded by athletes with shiny gear and sponsors' logos. That kid is Mia. No fancy coaches, no state-of-the-art gym, just raw grit and a heart that refused to quit. Every morning before sunrise, Mia laced up those shoes and ran while the world was still asleep, the cold biting at her skin, the wind whispering doubts in her ear. But she ran anyway. She didn't have the fastest start or the strongest legs, but she had something rare, a strategy born from relentless observation and adaptability. Instead of trying to outrun her competitors' raw speed, Mia studied their patterns, their weaknesses. She noticed how the fastest sprinters lost focus in the final stretch, how their breathing became shallow, how their steps faltered just before the finish line. So she trained her mind and body to stay steady, to pace herself, to control her breath like a metronome ticking steadily forward. On race day, the stadium buzzed with anticipation, spotlight glaring on the favorites. Mia's heart pounded, muscles tight with tension, but she remembered her plan. Start controlled, breathe deep, observe. As the gun fired, the others exploded ahead, but Mia held her rhythm, her feet whispering over the track. Halfway through, she saw the leaders beginning to fade, their chests heaving, faces twisted with effort. And then she moved, smooth, relentless, like the tide pulling the shore. One by one, she passed them, not with a burst, but with quiet consistency. Crossing the finish line, she couldn't believe it. Victory. Not because she was the strongest or the fastest, but because she mastered the art of resilience and strategy. Mia's journey teaches us something powerful. Success isn't always about brute force or talent. It's about understanding your unique strengths, embracing your challenges, and crafting a path that plays to who you truly are. Next time you face a mountain, don't just charge forward blindly. Observe the terrain, find your rhythm, and walk your own path relentlessly. Your underdog story is waiting to be written. But Mia's story doesn't end there. Victory was just the beginning. With that win, she gained more than a trophy. She gained confidence and a new perspective. The world began to take notice, not just of her speed, but of her spirit. Yet Mia stayed grounded. She knew the road ahead was filled with new challenges. The competition would grow fiercer, the expectations higher, but she also knew that every step forward was a chance to learn, to adapt, and to grow. In the weeks after the race, Mia reflected on her journey. She thought about the countless mornings when the cold wind threatened to keep her in bed, when her muscles screamed for rest, and when the doubt crept in. Those moments were the real victories, the foundation of her resilience. She began to write down her thoughts, her strategies, and her experiences, the mental battles as much as the physical ones. It was her way of capturing the lessons that no coach had taught her, lessons forged in the fire of her determination. Mia's training evolved. She incorporated new techniques she learned from watching videos, reading books, and talking to other runners she met along the way. She practiced mindfulness to sharpen her focus, yoga to improve her flexibility, and strength training to build endurance. But above all, she never lost sight of her core strategy: observation and adaptation. Her story spread through her community, inspiring other kids who felt overlooked or underestimated. Mia started a small running club in her neighborhood, welcoming anyone who wanted to run, regardless of their background or skill level. She shared her story openly, encouraging others to find their own strengths and to believe in the power of persistence. Together, they ran through parks, along city streets, and on cracked tracks, just like the one where Mia's journey began. Through this, Mia discovered another truth. Success isn't a solitary achievement. It's a collective journey, built on support, shared experiences, and mutual encouragement. The community she helped build became a source of strength for her, a reminder that every underdog's story is part of something bigger. Years passed, and Mia's running career blossomed. She competed in bigger races, traveled to new places, and faced tougher competition. Each race tested her resolve, but her approach remained the same. She studied, she adapted, and she embraced the challenges with an open heart. Sometimes she won, sometimes she lost, but every time she crossed that finish line, she knew she had given her best. Mia's story also reached beyond the track. She began speaking at schools and community centers, sharing her journey and the lessons she learned. She talked about the importance of resilience, strategic thinking, and self-belief. Her message resonated with people from all walks of life: students struggling with studies, professionals facing career hurdles, and anyone confronting their own mountains. She reminded them that the path to success isn't always a straight line or a sprint. Sometimes it's a steady, measured pace, guided by careful observation and unwavering determination. Sometimes it's about embracing your unique strengths and turning what others see as weaknesses into your greatest assets. And Mia's worn-out shoes, they became a symbol of her journey: humble beginnings, relentless effort, and the courage to keep moving forward. She kept those shoes as a reminder that true victory comes not from the equipment you have or the accolades you earn, but from the heart and mind you bring to the race. So, when you find yourself facing a daunting challenge, remember Mia. Remember the kid on the dusty track, running alone against the odds. Remember that success isn't just about speed or strength. It's about resilience, strategy, and staying true to yourself. Observe your surroundings, learn from your experiences, and find the rhythm that works for you. Your underdog story is waiting too. Lace up your shoes, step onto your track, and start running your own race. The finish line isn't just a place. It's a testament to your journey, your growth, and your unbreakable spirit. Keep going, keep believing, and write your story with every step you take.